In every man's life, there are rooms we close off, not out of anger or because we don't care, but because life gets busy, time moves forward, and slowly, without us even noticing, the key gets misplaced. The hinges grow stiff, and we forget the light that once filled that room. We tell ourselves it's a natural part of aging, that some doors are meant to stay closed forever. But what if I told you that one of the most important rooms, the one that holds your vitality, your confidence, your intimate connection with someone you love, wasn't locked forever? What if I told you the key wasn't some miracle pill with a long list of side effects, but something already in your kitchen, something you can put on your grocery list today? And what if opening that door didn't just change one part of your life, but revitalize the entire house? Hello! My name is Dr. Beatrice Shaw, and for over 15 years as a urologist, I've had conversations with men in the quiet confidence of my exam room. Men from every walk of life, CEOs, construction workers, grandfathers, and so often, the conversation starts with a single, difficult-to-ask question about erectile dysfunction. They come to me feeling frustrated, sometimes even ashamed. They feel like their own body has betrayed them. But what I tell them often surprises them. That issue, the one that's so hard to talk about, is almost never just about sex. It is a profound signal. It's what I call the canary in the coal mine for your overall health. The small, delicate arteries in the penis are often the very first place that wider cardiovascular problems show up. Before the chest pain, before a major cardiac event, your body sends a quiet but urgent warning signal from the one place you're guaranteed to notice. And for years, the standard approach was to write a prescription, a pill to force a temporary solution. But that's like putting a piece of tape over your car's flashing engine light. It doesn't fix the engine. Today, we're not going to talk about temporary fixes. We're going to talk about fixing the engine. We are going to talk about 5 powerful, science-backed foods. Foods that do more than just help with erections. They help to fundamentally heal your vascular system from the inside out. They open the veins, as the title says, but they also do so much more. They reduce inflammation, fight oxidative stress, and rebuild the very lining of your arteries. This isn't just about reclaiming your performance in the bedroom. It's about reclaiming your energy, your health, and your confidence for the years to come. So, get a pen. Open the Notes app on your phone, because we're not just making a grocery list. We're drawing a map back to that sunlit room. Let's begin. First, we need to understand what we're fixing. The term opening the veins is a good way to think about it, but scientifically, what we are really talking about is restoring the function of your arteries and promoting something called vasodilation. Imagine your arteries are like flexible hoses. For a strong erection to occur, those hoses leading to the penis need to relax and widen dramatically, allowing a surge of blood to flow in, about 6 to 8 times the normal amount. It's a hydraulic event, pure and simple. Now, what makes those hoses relax and open up? The command comes from a single, miraculous molecule your body produces. It's called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide, or NO, as the master switch for blood flow. When you're sexually aroused, your brain sends signals down the nerves to the lining of those arteries. This lining, called the endothelium, releases nitric oxide. NO then tells the smooth muscle tissue of the artery to relax, to open up, and let the blood rush in. It's a perfect system, but over time, it can break down. Decades of a standard Western diet, high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats, along with stress and a sedentary lifestyle, cause 2 major problems. First, plaque. Sticky, fatty deposits build up inside the arteries, making them narrow and stiff. This is atherosclerosis. It's like a clog in the plumbing. Second, and even more importantly for our purposes, is endothelial dysfunction. The delicate lining of the arteries becomes damaged and inflamed. A damaged endothelium can't produce enough nitric oxide. No, no, no go. It's that simple. The signal is sent, but the open command is never received. The hoses stay narrow. The blood flow is a trickle, not a flood. Pills for ED, like sildenafil, work by helping the nitric oxide that is produced to hang around longer and work more effectively. But they don't fix the underlying problem, the fact that your body isn't producing enough NO in the first place. The 5 foods we're about to discuss are nature's solution to this problem. They work by providing your body with the raw materials to produce more nitric oxide, protecting the endothelium from further damage, and actively fighting the inflammation and oxidative stress that cause the problem. They help your body heal itself. Ready for the first one? You probably have it in your fridge right now. Food. Number 1, spinach and dark leafy greens, the nitric oxide powerhouse. Remember Popeye? He'd pop open a can of spinach and his muscles would instantly bulge. It was a cartoon, of course, but the creators were onto something profound. They just had the wrong molecule. They thought it was iron, but the real magic for your arteries lies in something else: dietary nitrates. Dark, leafy greens like spinach, arugula, kale, Swiss chard, and even lettuces are packed with dietary nitrates. When you eat these foods, bacteria in your saliva and your digestive system convert these nitrates into nitrites, and then ultimately into the miracle molecule itself, nitric oxide. You are literally eating the direct precursor to the molecule that opens your blood vessels. Every time you eat a large spinach salad, you are providing your body with the ammunition it needs to command blood flow, not just in the penis, but throughout your entire body. This isn't just theory. Multiple studies have shown that diets rich in nitrate-heavy vegetables lead to better vasodilation, lower blood pressure, and improved cardiovascular health. So, how do you incorporate this? Don't overthink it. A handful of spinach or kale in your morning smoothie, you won't even taste it, I promise. A big, satisfying salad for lunch. Try using arugula with its peppery kick as a base. Sautéed Swiss chard or spinach with a little garlic and olive oil as a side dish for dinner. The goal is consistency. Think about it as feeding your endothelium every single day. And here's the "and" part for spinach. When you're boosting your nitric oxide levels this way, you're not just addressing erections, you're actively lowering your blood pressure. You're improving the oxygen and nutrient delivery to every cell in your body, your brain, your heart, your muscles. You'll feel a kind of clean, sustained energy that doesn't come from a caffeine buzz. You're fighting the root cause of heart disease. That is the power of a simple leaf. Food number 2, watermelon, the natural citrulline source. If leafy greens are the direct fuel for nitric oxide, think of watermelon as the high-performance engine component that makes it all run smoothly. Watermelon is one of the richest natural sources of an amino acid called L-citrulline. Perhaps you've seen it sold as an expensive supplement in health food stores, but here it is in its most delicious and hydrating form. Here's how this beautiful process works. When you consume L-citrulline from watermelon, your kidneys convert it into another amino acid called L-arginine. L-arginine is the direct fuel that your endothelium uses to synthesize nitric oxide. Now, you might be thinking, well, why don't I just eat foods high in L-arginine or take an L-arginine supplement? It's a great question, and the answer is fascinating. Your body actually absorbs and utilizes L-citrulline more efficiently, converting it to L-arginine within the vascular system where it's needed most. Taking L-arginine directly can sometimes lead to digestive upset, and it gets processed by the liver much more quickly. L-citrulline is like a time-release version, providing a more sustained boost in the building blocks for NO. And a fun fact for you, while the juicy red flesh is great, a significant concentration of L-citrulline is found in the white rind. Yes, the part most of us throw away. You can pickle it, blend it into a smoothie, or stir-fry it. Don't be afraid to experiment. So, how do you get more watermelon in your life? During the summer, it's easy. Eat it fresh, make it a staple dessert. But you can also blend it into a refreshing juice or a smoothie. You can even find watermelon juice year-round in many stores. Just make sure it's 100% juice with no added sugar. A single serving a day can make a tangible difference in your L-citrulline levels. And L-citrulline has been studied for its ability to improve athletic performance, reduce muscle soreness, and, just like leafy greens, lower blood pressure. You're not just investing in your intimate life, you're investing in your ability to stay active, recover faster from a workout or a day of gardening, and maintain a healthy heart. All right, this next one is usually a crowd pleaser. Food number 3, dark chocolate, the artery protector. Yes, you heard me right. Chocolate. But, and this is a very important but, I am not talking about the sugary, milky candy bars you find in the checkout aisle. I am talking about high-quality dark chocolate, specifically chocolate that is 70% cacao or higher. The magic here comes from antioxidant compounds called flavonoids, particularly flavanols. Cacao is one of the most flavonoid-rich foods on the planet. These flavonoids are powerful warriors for your endothelium. Remember how we talked about the arterial lining getting damaged and inflamed? Flavonoids are the protectors. They are potent antioxidants that neutralize the harmful free radicals that cause this damage, a process called oxidative stress. By protecting the endothelium, they help it to function properly and, you guessed it, produce more nitric oxide. Think of it this way: if leafy greens and watermelon are providing the fuel for no production, dark chocolate is the maintenance crew that keeps the factory in perfect working order. Studies have shown that regular, moderate consumption of high flavanol cocoa can improve blood vessel flexibility, lower blood pressure, and even improve insulin sensitivity. Now for the practical advice. The key here is quality and moderation. Look for that 70% cacao or higher on the label. The higher the percentage, the more flavonoids, and the less sugar. The taste will be more bitter, more intense, and more complex. That's how you know it's the good stuff. You don't need much. 1 or 2 small squares a day is all you need to reap the benefits. Let it melt slowly in your mouth. Savor it. Think of it not as a guilty pleasure, but as a delicious piece of medicine. You can also use unsweetened cacao powder in your smoothies, or a healthy hot cocoa. And the powerful for dark chocolate, the flavonoids in dark chocolate are also fantastic for your brain. They improve blood flow to the brain, which has been linked to better cognitive function, memory, and even mood. So that small square of chocolate is not just protecting your arteries. It's helping to keep your mind sharp and your spirits high. Moving on to one of nature's most vibrant and delicious offerings. Food number 4, berries, the inflammation fighters. If dark chocolate is the protective shield, think of berries as the fire department. Their primary role is to put out the smoldering fires of inflammation throughout your vascular system. Berries, particularly dark-colored ones like blueberries, blackberries, and even cherries and pomegranates, are loaded with a type of flavonoid called anthocyanins. This is what gives them their brilliant red, blue, and purple colors. Anthocyanins are some of the most powerful anti-inflammatory agents found in nature. Remember, inflammation is a root cause of endothelial dysfunction. It's like a constant, low-grade irritation on the inside of your arteries that prevents them from working properly. By eating berries regularly, you are actively dispatching a team of inflammation fighters to calm this irritation. This soothes the endothelium, allowing it to heal, and once again become responsive and efficient at producing nitric oxide. Berries also have a powerful antioxidant effect, working alongside the flavonols from dark chocolate to neutralize those damaging free radicals. One major study found that men who regularly consumed foods high in flavonoids, especially anthocyanins, had a significantly lower risk of developing ED. How do you bring them into your diet? This is an easy one. A cup of mixed berries a day is a fantastic goal. Fresh is wonderful when they're in season, but don't underestimate the power of frozen berries. They are picked at peak ripeness and frozen, locking in the nutrients. They are often cheaper and are perfect for smoothies, for stirring into oatmeal or yogurt, or for gently heating into a warm compote to pour over a healthy breakfast. The incredible, and for berries, the same anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that heal your arteries are also profoundly protective for your brain, reducing the risk of age-related cognitive decline. They are amazing for your gut health, feeding the good bacteria that are essential for everything from your immune system to your mood. And they help regulate your blood sugar. When you eat berries, you're fighting aging on a cellular level. Finally, we come to our fifth and final food. This one works a little differently from the others, but is just as crucial. Food number 5, fatty fish, the omega-3 cleanup crew. I'm talking about cold water fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, herring, lake trout, sardines, and albacore tuna. The superstar nutrient here is omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. If our other foods are focused on nitric oxide production, omega-3s are the master cleanup crew and system lubricant. They work in several powerful ways. First, like berries, omega-3s are incredibly potent anti-inflammatories. They help to calm that chronic systemic inflammation we've talked so much about. Second, they improve endothelial function. Studies suggest that omega-3s help to stimulate the production of, you guessed it, nitric oxide, so they contribute to that pathway as well. Third, and this is unique, they have a beneficial effect on your blood itself. They can help to lower triglycerides, which are fats in your blood, and they make blood platelets less sticky. This means your blood is less likely to form small, unnecessary clots and can flow more freely through your arteries, especially the small ones. They are quite literally making the blood flow smoother. So, how do you work this in? The American Heart Association recommends eating at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week. A serving is about 3.5 ounces cooked, so think about salmon Mondays or tuna Thursdays. Look for wild-caught salmon when possible, as it typically has a better fatty acid profile. Don't forget about the humble and incredibly affordable sardine. They are packed with omega-3s and calcium. Try them on whole grain crackers. If you are a person who absolutely cannot or will not eat fish, a high-quality fish oil supplement after discussing it with your doctor is a reasonable alternative. And the ultimate and for fatty fish, the benefits of omega-3s are legendary and well documented. They are critical for brain health, making up a large component of your brain tissue. They are known to fight depression. They lubricate your joints. They protect your eyes. When you incorporate fatty fish into your diet, you are doing one of the single best things you can for your long-term health, from head to toe. So, let's recap our grocery list for vitality. 1. Spinach and leafy greens, the direct fuel for nitric oxide. 2. Watermelon, the L-citrulline source to build the engine. 3. Dark chocolate, the flavonoid shield that protects the factory. 4. Berries, the anthocyanin firefighters that put out inflammation. 5. Fatty fish, the omega-3 cleanup crew that smooths the flow. Now, you might be looking at this list and thinking, that's it? That's the secret? And the answer is yes. The secret isn't a secret at all. It's a return to real, whole foods. It's the profound, scientifically proven principle that food isn't just fuel. Food is medicine. But I have to be honest with you. This isn't a magic bullet. You can't live on cheeseburgers and fries all week, have a piece of salmon on Friday, and expect a miracle. True healing happens when these foods become part of a larger pattern. It also means reducing the foods that actively work against your vascular health. Highly processed foods loaded with sodium, unhealthy fats, and chemical additives. Sugary drinks and snacks that spike your blood sugar and cause inflammation. Trans fats found in many baked goods and fried foods, which are poison for your endothelium. This isn't about deprivation, it's about a conscious choice. Every meal is a choice. You are either building your body up or you are breaking it down. With this knowledge, you now have the power to make that choice consciously. And of course, food is just one pillar. To truly fix the engine, it needs to be combined with a few other things. Movement. You don't have to become a marathon runner. A brisk 30-minute walk each day is incredible for your circulation. Stress management. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, which is toxic to your blood vessels. Find what works for you, be it meditation, deep breathing, a walk in nature, or a hobby you love. Good sleep. This is when your body does its most important repair work. Prioritize it. Quitting smoking. If you smoke, stopping is the single most powerful thing you can do for your vascular health. Full stop. At the beginning of this video, we saw a man opening a door to a forgotten room. For many of you watching, that room represents a part of yourself you thought was lost to time. It's tied to your sense of youth, of power, of masculine identity, and when that door closes, it can bring a quiet grief that many men carry alone. The message I want to leave you with today is this: it is never too late to find the key. It's not about being the man you were at 25. It's about being the absolute best version of the man you are right now. A man who is wise, experienced, and now armed with the knowledge to actively rebuild his own health from the inside out. Every spinach salad, every handful of berries, every square of dark chocolate, these are not small, insignificant acts. They are acts of profound self-respect. They are you turning the key, you pushing the door open, you pulling back the drapes and letting the light flood back in. And as we've discussed, when you open that door, the light doesn't just stay in that one room. It illuminates the whole house. Your heart gets stronger, your mind gets sharper, your energy returns, your connection with the person you love deepens, based not just on physical intimacy, but on the shared journey of taking care of yourselves and each other. This is the real promise. Not a quick fix, but a lasting vitality. Thank you for spending this time with me. This is your health. You are in the driver's seat. If you found this information valuable, please consider subscribing for more evidence-based content to help you live a healthier, more vital life. And please, share your own experiences or questions in the comments below. The journey is always easier when we walk it together. Be well.